We're at 4311 Cloverhill Terrace. I believe this is in Riverside. Doing a sanitary lateral inspection for a home purchase. Going through the stack on the roof. I'm unable to find an interior clean out, so we're going through the stack on the roof. We're going to hope we can get down through this whole thing and be able to get a good picture of the sanitary line here and make it all the way out to the main. I'm not sure if it goes out the side or if it goes out the front, since this is a corner lot. As you can see, we are up on the roof here, and here is the stack. So well, there's already a build-up there of stuff where there's a connection made on the stack. So I'm just trying to work this to see if I can get it through there. Feels like it's just a build-up of junk from where the pipe comes into the stack. So okay, I think I actually did finally punch through it, but since it's black on the screen, it means it's covered. So I'll see if I can rinse this off a little bit here.
No, well, you need a, I poked through it.
All right, so we made it out to the made it out past there. Had them flush the toilet a couple times so that I could clear the camera off. We are in the horizontal pipe now. Looks like we're still in the house. There's something coming in from above there. Should change material once we exit the house. I think that's where we are now. Looks like it may turn to, looks like concrete. So I'm going to get a little bit more, I flushed another time, get a little bit more there to try to clean the lens off here. It's looking pretty good. This looks like we've switched to concrete, cast iron. We have a little bit of roots there. It's fairly normal. We're about 65 feet, so it's hard to judge from the distance of the stack. I think we're about 30 feet of stack, so probably only about 30 feet out. Not far outside the house there, as you can tell. We've only been in the concrete for a short period. And we have what looks like a repair here. It's the green pipe is SDR 35. That may be right here. It looks like there is a clean out front of the house, so we'll have to look to see where that is. Well, we can mark that for the potential homeowner. It does look like a clean out was put in, and now we're up against going back into the concrete here. If we can get past this offset where the repair was made. Got it. Okay. Does look like it's flowing pretty well. They flushed the toilet a few times. And now, looks like this may be the turn down right before the exits, or right before it enters the main. I'm sorry. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to check. We're out 92 feet. I think we are actually in the street now, which would be on MSD's property. And it may have gone out to the side street, which is why we didn't notice it. But there may be, I think there's probably a clean out near the street. So I'm going to pause the video here, like I said, to get a locate, because it's going to take a while for me to climb up and down and get this located. Okay, so we are past the clean out. We're right about at the sidewalk on Yorkwood, which is, I believe that's Yorkwood, on the side street, not the street where the address or the driveway comes out to. So it actually comes out the front of the house, makes a left turn if you're facing the house, and goes out to the side street. And I'm about at the sidewalk, which is right about where MSD would take over ownership. But I also found the clean out that we saw a little earlier on the video. I'm going to try a little bit to get this moving, but I think I'm going to have to go through. There's just a little spot there at the connection. It's dropping down, and I'm not able to get my camera to jump that spot being so far out. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'll keep recording on the way back, and then I think I'm just going to go in from that clean out on the ground and see if we can make it the rest of the way out to the main. So again, I'm going to keep recording here as I pull back. But all the concrete looks like it's in good shape. Only saw one spot with some roots in it. I believe that was from a tree that used to be in the front yard, I assume. Maybe some bushes. It didn't really look like a lot. But this spot right here is where that clean out was installed. And that's where I'll be going in from, where that white piece, where it looks like the bottom of the pipe is on the lower left corner. Basically is where you see the water. That'd be the bottom of the pipe. So it's coming in from the top, and that's where that clean out was. So that's where I'll be going in next. But all this concrete It's a pretty good spot. But see, here are those roots. I'm assuming that's why that clean out was installed, because there was probably roots that were getting in. It's right next to could have been a tree, but it's a pretty large bush. This probably isn't very deep. It's probably 5 feet or so. But I will be able to go the rest of the way. So I would recommend just a quick cleaning on this. You might have to add chemical to it once a year or so. Oh, that'll be in my report. But so far, the pipe itself, structurally, it looks great. It's not uncommon to find roots in a line of this age. It happens a lot. I'm going to say this house was probably 50s or 60s. So when the house was built, I'm going to say 50s with the concrete. But the line itself is in great shape. You know, it's for its age and the material, it looks normal. I believe that we are now vertical. That's why you see it dripping off the front of the camera. We are back in the shack, pulling up out of the top. So, I am going to pause the video here, and then I will restart it again once I get set up at the clean out on the ground. Okay, we're back out of the clean out now, or not back out, we're out of the clean out. A little bit of goo on the front of the camera there. Okay, there we go. So you can see there's the front of the house. Here is the clean out. And as we go down here, should go right on in there. There we go. That's where we were before. So we should be able to get the rest of this inspected. Hopefully it'll jump that other spot this time. I believe this is it right here. There we go. Went right on past it. So all this concrete looks good again. And we should be coming up on the main any second now. You can see all these older pipes only have about like 3-foot sections. They don't have a big long section of pipe, so like we spoke about earlier, all the roots and everything, they tend to get in. They have a lot more spaces to fill, more weak spots to find, a lot more chance of it anyway. And so we have made it all the way to the main. This is the turn down that drops into the side of the main there. You can see that's why it turns so sharply. But there it is. So we've made it all the way to the main. Everything looks good, except for that one small spot right where it exited the house, where there was some. I'm assuming it was roots from a bush or something like that, and I think that just a simple cleaning would do the trick. You know, if you're worried about it, you could put some chemical down it, you know, once a year or something like that. But really, I would just have that one spot cleaned out. It was only about 10-15 feet outside of the house. They could run the whole length and know that they got everything.
again, structurally the pipes look great. Just had one little spot that can be taken care of relatively easily with one treatment. At least it would clear it with one treatment. And like I said, you might want to add some chemical to it. I don't see anything else that would really add to it. This is a pretty big bush next to me, and rather than that, there's no major trees or anything in the yard any longer, so I don't think there's a whole lot at least to worry about in a short period of time. So that's going to be the end of the inspection at 4311 Cloverhill Terrace.